So, ever since I learned to write, I've been keeping a journal, writing down anything that turned me on, turned me off, made me laugh, made me cry, made me question, or kept me up at night. 2 years ago, I worked up the courage to take all of those journals off into solitary confinement just to see what the hell I had. And I returned with a book. Yes, green light. This is my sights and scenes, my nices and means, successes and failures, stories, people, places, poems, prayers, prescribes, and a whole lot of bumper stickers. It's called Green Lights because it's a story about how I have, and we all can, catch more of them in this life we're living. So if you're looking for some more green lights like I am, hop on the highway and let's go catch as many of them as we can. In the meantime, and all times, by design and on purpose, good luck and just keep living. Appreciate it.
The show is brought to you by Matthew McConaughey's new book, Green Lights. I'm Gerald, and I'm miserable. This music is ridiculous. It sounds like the Michael Savage show. Anybody remember the Michael Savage show? Green Lights. Out now. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. Anywhere they sell new books. It's a New York Times #1 bestseller, written by Matthew McConaughey. Just lets you know how to get more of those green lights, avoid more of those yellow lights and red lights. And who better to tell you than Matthew McConaughey? I mean, it's worth $140 million. But, I mean, you're not broke. You're worth at least $600. We know how much money you got. So, buy the book. Okay? Buy the book. You got $600. Buy the book from Matthew McConaughey. Buy the book, shipping and handling. You're still going to have $560. Okay, it's a good deal. I was thinking the other day, at this time in America, in the current climate, wouldn't it be nice to have a guide? Because let's face it, we're not Matthew McConaughey. We don't make the best decisions all the time. We don't always find the green lights. It would be nice to have a guide to live our lives by. In this current climate, especially at a time like this, especially, wouldn't it be nice to have a guide to help you avoid some of those pitfalls, to help you achieve your goals, to help you make a plan and realize your dreams? Written by Matthew McConaughey. He has $140 million. Now, I haven't read the book, but I trust Matthew McConaughey. And I wonder if one of those rules for success is being good looking. I don't know if it's on the first page. I don't know if it's on the last page, but I bet that being good looking probably helps. I would say being good looking, doing very limited press, and being good looking. And like I said, I haven't read the book, so take that for what it is. Be good looking, try to shut up when you can, and be good looking. Buy the book. Just buy it. Who better to tell you how to be successful than Matthew McConaughey? He's worth $140 million. You've got $600. Mitch McConnell's out of there. You're going to have $2,000 before too long. Fuck it. Buy the book. You can't afford not to buy the book at this point, okay? This is not the time in America to be fucking around. Buy the book. It'll change your life. Go to your local microbrewery. Hang out with those fucking hipsters. They haven't bought the book. Matthew McConaughey, way too famous. They're not buying the book. Not going to buy the book. Don't sleep on Matthew McConaughey. They're not going to buy the book. You go there, you tell them Matthew McConaughey's secrets to success. They're going to think they're your secrets to success. They're going to think they're your ideas. Just do it. Just do it, please. Talk to those fucking... Go to the brewery and talk to those fucking hipsters. You're going to look so fucking cool. So cool. My God. Dude, Huntsville... I can't even keep track of how many breweries are in Huntsville. There's a new brewery every week in Huntsville, Alabama, it seems. It's like every week there's a new elementary school gymnasium or a YMCA that gets turned into a brewery. And they put a bar out front and you can get a giant pretzel and they'll cook you a pizza on a fucking fire pit in the back. Some Indians in the back. There's some Native Americans in the back cooking pizza the Native American way. Any kind of pizza you could think of, as long as it's not regular pizza. Any kind of pizza that you couldn't think of, they got it. So I went to one of these things a few nights ago. A brewery. Awful fucking place. That's not fair to say. The place would be awesome if I was the only person there. It's the people. It's the patrons that ruin it. From the second you walk in the door, everybody's looking at you, wondering if you belong there or not. And if you're dressed like a regular person, if you have just shown up for a weekend date and you haven't already been there that week on a weekday, they can smell it. They know. They know when you're not current on whatever meaningless, artsy, fartsy bullshit is going on right now. They know. They're there every night. They know there's a feel. There's a feel. And when you walk in, they can smell you. They're like crabgrass. Okay? If you have something nice, interesting, or unique, hipsters are going to find out about it. And they're going to flood it. And guess what? You got all the hipster business you could want. That's all you got. Nobody else is welcome. Once these hipsters find out about your place and they think it's cool, you're fucked. That's all you got. You got hipsters. They're there every night. They know when you don't belong there. If you walk in there and you look like a regular person, it's like they've claimed this establishment, and you're a tourist, and you're not welcome. They're there all week. On weeknights, it's like they don't have dogs to let outside, and they don't have cats to feed. But you know they do. They don't care about their pets. I don't want to go down this road. This is... But we walk in, we have our mask on. Everybody wears a mask. We live in a society, and there's enough people who want you to wear a mask that you have to wear a mask. Honestly, I'm kind of over it. It's been a while. When it first started, I was pretty worried about it. I wouldn't eat fast food. They were touching the fucking lids of the cups, everything. I was just seeing phantom fingerprints on everything. Everything I fucking looked at or fucking walked by, I could just see all the people that had fucking touched it. And I was worried about it. But it's been a while. We sit down. We get some beer. We eat some pizza. I drink 3 or 4 draft beers, a Kolsch of some kind. And I decide I need to take a whiz, so I go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, pee in a urinal, go to wash my hands. I look up, look in the mirror, and there's a guy who's standing about 6 foot behind me and not washing his hands beside me. And I don't have a mask on. I did not wear a mask on purpose. I drank 3 or 4 draft beers, and I went to the bathroom, which was 12 feet away, and I didn't put my mask on. And when I look at the guy in the mirror, he adjusts his mask on his face in a way that leads me to believe that his dad didn't give him a lot of attention growing up, and he was raised by his mom. It is what it is. And I didn't say anything. I exited the bathroom, and I went and sat at my table. The guy comes over. He takes his mask off. He sits down at his table, which has about 7 fucking people at it. And glances over at me like I'm some kind of domestic terrorist. So, life goes on. I drink a couple more beers, talk to my friend a while, and I have to pee again. And I don't put on a mask. And I walk by the table, and the guy makes eye contact with me. And it felt good. It felt good this time, because it wasn't an accident. I didn't wear it. They leave at 7 in the morning. They go to work. They go to the brewery. They get home at 11. And that's how long it takes their pets to eat again or to use the bathroom. It is what it is. I took a spot walk to the bathroom without a mask. Sorry. But I did. That's what happens. I drank a few beers. I was feeling a little confrontational and I was feeling a little hurt by this fucking Nancy in the bathroom. So I take a whiz, I wash my hands, and I walk back out of the bathroom. And this guy looks up and sees me, says something under his breath, and the whole table looks at me. So as I walk by the table, I nodded my head to a guy who was facing me, and I turned and I looked at the guy from earlier. I looked him square in the eyes, and I said, I've never lost a fight to anyone wearing a Patagonia jacket. And it ain't gonna happen tonight. Okay, so that's not a normal thing I would have done probably. But it's the truth. I've never lost a fight to somebody wearing a Patagonia jacket. And it ain't gonna fucking happen. I carry a gun. People carry guns for their own protection. I carry them because I'm never going to lose a fight to a mama's boy wearing a Patagonia jacket. And if it ever comes to the point that I think I'm about to lose a fight to one, I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm going to shoot him with a gun, and I'm going to remain undefeated against Nancy's in middle of the mall expedition gear. Another brewery has a thing in the back of it where you can throw tomahawks at blocks of wood for fun. This place is fucking packed. People can't get enough throwing tomahawks at pieces of wood. Maybe it's fun. Who knows? I'll never know. I'll never do it. I'm not. Hey, enough with the fucking duck. Hey, really? Fuck off with the duck. Jesus. That's my dog, Punu. I love him. But I grew up on a farm. You too, Jesus, Doobie. I grew up on a farm, and pets are replaceable. I'm just kidding. I met this girl one night when we were out. We got to talking, and then we ended up getting inebriated, and I made out with her on the back of my Camaro while my buddy was asleep in the passenger seat. This girl messaged me on Instagram about a week or two later and asked if I wanted to go throw tomahawks. No thanks. Not going to throw tomahawks. It's the principle of it. I don't want to throw tomahawks at blocks of wood indoors around a bunch of other indoor people throwing tomahawks at wood. And she didn't text me back. And then the next day, I looked at her Instagram, and her and some other guy were throwing tomahawks at blocks of wood. She really didn't give a shit about doing anything with me. She just wanted to throw tomahawks at pieces of wood. Shit. All right, well, I think that's it. Remember, I hate you, but I hate me too. I'm Gerald, and I'm miserable. Good night. Buy Matthew McConaughey's book. Please buy Matthew. Can you afford not to buy Matthew McConaughey's book right now? You can't.